Hey guys, welcome back, it's Liam here. For those who have been following along, you may remember I did a video talking about issues with the Steam Deck Accessory store JSAUX, including various privacy concerns, along with their oops on teaming up and having a partnership with a certain store that was selling Steam accounts, selling Steam gifts, and more that would get people banned from Steam. On top of that, the store in question was also selling Steam Decks with a permanent discount, claiming they were ordered directly from Valve. The store in question also sent YouTube a defamation complaint against me, so my video on that is actually still blocked to this day in the UK. So just a reminder, be very careful who you order from. Anyway, I've been chatting with JSAUX behind the scenes, pushing them for some things, and thankfully it's all been a largely positive experience. I have to hand it to JSAUX here now because even though some things they've changed or will be changing, they needed pushing towards, on the whole, I'm actually quite happy with the result of our formal chat. For starters, on my advice, after some pushing and talking to them about the importance of accountability, they have now shared a public statement on the mishap with the scam store that I'll share with you that now reads, and I'm quoting here, "Dear JSAUX fans, last week we retweeted a tweet from steamdeck.info where they announced a partnership with us. Later on, we realized that we were taking part in what we considered unethical practices, so we decided to delete our retweet. Now there's nothing we can say except a sorry. Due to an honest mistake, we skipped a key step of our internal protocols, which is learning more about our potential partners and what Steam Deck users think about them. We accepted their proposal to join our affiliate program even before checking what kind of website they ran. We've heard you and we understand that deleting our retweet without explaining what was going on was a second mistake. So we're here to present not excuses, but our most sincere apologies. We'll do better in future and we'll be extra careful when signing partnerships with any third parties. Thank you for your understanding." Now, they said last week, although it was a couple of weeks ago, but never mind, the statement is out now, and from their emails between me and them, clearly they understand why it's important not to just hide things that they do wrong. Accountability to your customers is just essential. It's true for any company, but especially a smaller one like JSAUX. I'm thankful they were willing to chat with me and actually agree with me on basically every single point I raised with them, from their privacy policy being more than a bit dubious on the wording about sharing your personal info, to the masses of marketing scripts that their store loads without consent or even telling you. Both of those points they've agreed to fully look into and clean up, although I'm waiting to see exactly what they do there. Additionally, they've also recently put up a proper cookie consent notice on their store, which in many countries is a legal requirement that they weren't doing before. Now, I really hate these cookie banners, but they are there for a reason. Another point I raised before was an issue around spam emails. I had numerous people tell me they purchased from JSAUX directly with a unique email set up just for that store that you cannot guess, and it seems like this was shared out. Now, for the record, this was all an issue before I covered it. It was all over Reddit. I just chose to actually look into it as well. Now, after we all looked into it more, and I chatted with my friend at the Fan the Deck channel, JSAUX, as it turns out, was not the only Shopify store that this happened to. After chatting more with JSAUX about it, at this point it's pretty clear that the issue stems from either Shopify directly or some kind of marketing plugin that JSAUX and other Shopify stores use, which is again why I pushed JSAUX to look over the many marketing scripts they load on their store, because it's just excessive. And really, you don't know what these companies are doing with any data they gather. JSAUX told me, to their credit after pushing on this, that they are going to keep pushing Shopify on an investigation. And JSAUX are demanding answers from Shopify about this, so I've asked them to keep me informed on it. So what I'm going to be doing is unlisting my original privacy video about all of this. I'm not going to delete it because it's historical and it was accurate at the time, but I'm not going to keep it live on the channel as it doesn't represent the current state of things at all. I'm a lot happier about the situation as a whole now, and as JSAUX have shown after some pushing from me, they are willing to do better. I'm hopeful then, in future, that I may begin looking at their products again if I think they're worth covering. But I do wish to address just some complete lies that people have been spreading about me while we're here. Some people have been cooking up this weird false narrative about this on Reddit, saying that I only polled JSAUX up on my concerns when they stopped sending me things. Now that is just entirely false and quite laughable, really. They did seemingly stop after I shined a light on all the issues, not before, and in fact they've actually still sent me a few things in the last couple of weeks, like their stand that slots over the valve dock, and their newer case that has the redesigned stand on it. Just don't believe everything you read on Reddit, it's always the same. Some people become such a fan of a company, it can be any company, and they feel like they need to defend them because of their purchases, and they end up going down the route of spreading rumours. Hopefully now, though, we can begin to draw a line under it, because JSAUX have clearly shown to me now that they are willing to put in the effort to improve, and while it took a bit more pushing from me than I would have liked, overall I'm happy with how it's gone. So, credit where it's due to JSAUX. After pushing from me, they have improved, they've put out the statement, and they are looking into and investigating everything else properly. So, it's getting a thumbs up from me. Thanks for listening. See you later.